What if one battle could completely change the direction of World War II? In 1942, Hitler made a gamble that would trap an entire German army. By the summer of 1942, German forces were pushing deep into the Soviet Union. Their next objective was the strategically important city of Stalingrad. Stalingrad stood beside the Volga River, a crucial transportation route, and Hitler also wanted the city for its industrial and symbolic importance. Hitler became determined to capture the city, but the deeper his forces advanced, the more dangerous their position became. German troops finally reached the outskirts of Stalingrad. What looked like another advance was about to become something very different.
Stalingrad was no longer an open battlefield. Every factory, street, and ruined building could become a defensive position. But the Soviets refused to simply give up the city. They turned the ruins into a maze of resistance. German soldiers had to fight for individual buildings and rooms. The battle was becoming slower, harder, and far more costly. And while the fighting consumed the city, another problem was growing behind the front lines. The German army was stretching its supply routes dangerously thin. German troops were focused on capturing Stalingrad. But beyond the city, the Soviets were preparing something the Germans did not expect.
Then, on November 19, 1942, the trap finally closed. The Soviets launched a massive counteroffensive north and south of Stalingrad. The German flanks collapsed. Within days, the 6th Army and other Axis forces inside the area were surrounded. Now the Germans faced a nightmare. Thousands of soldiers were trapped, with supplies running dangerously low. Hitler ordered the trapped army to hold its ground. But there was one huge problem: they were surrounded. Germany tried to supply the surrounded troops by air. But the airlift could not provide everything the trapped army needed. Winter made everything worse. Cold, hunger, disease, and exhaustion weakened the trapped soldiers day after day. By January 1943, the situation had become desperate. The Soviet forces pushed deeper into the shrinking German position. On February 2, 1943, the remaining German forces in Stalingrad surrendered. The battle was finally over. Stalingrad became a major turning point on the Eastern Front. Germany had lost a huge army, and the momentum of the war was beginning to shift. Stalingrad showed that even the most powerful army could be stopped by strategy, resistance, and endurance. One battle did not end World War II, but it changed its direction forever.